Hey, it's Eric Taylor. Welcome to this week's edition of Inspiration into Action. Today's clip is titled, No Date, No Goal. Now here's what I mean by that. Everybody watching this has been in some kind of goals program, and I'm sure also that maybe you didn't accomplish your goal or it never really manifested. My challenge and my question to you is, did you put a date with it? So here's what I mean. When you get married, you set a wedding date. When you're closing on a house, there's a closing date for your mortgage. When you start school, there's a date when school's going to end and you need to accomplish some things before then. So what a date does is create urgency. So over the last 10 years, I've created and produced and promoted public seminars where there's a date that it's going to happen. This is when it's going to happen. People are going to show up or not. So what I mean by that is I know I have to do a certain amount of action in order to make sure that whatever my goal is, let's say for a seminar, putting 500 people in a building, I want to make sure 500 are there. So if the date's 3 months from now, I've got a lot of work to do before that date comes up to make sure there's 500 people there, or people are going to be listening to crickets. So my challenge again to you is set a date. If you set a goal, set a date. Also, what's important to do is write down exactly your process and what you need to do to make that happen. But if there's no date, there's no goal. I don't even want to hear about it unless you have a date with the goal when you're going to achieve it. Now, in the last 30 days, I just lost 22 pounds. Okay, so feeling really good about that. But the point is, I set a date where it's March 22nd, so I got 45 days. I'm already 30 days in. So I've created action and some urgency because that's when it's going to end, and I have some goals. What I recommend doing also to make sure that you stay in action, you keep your goals in front of you because you know when that date is, if you want to call it your date with destiny, a la Tony Robbins, put the date down and make sure you keep it in front of you. I also say this. Write your goals down. So these are my March goals for 2012. I have them written down. Now, I don't have a million of them there. On this 3x5, I only have 6. But these are my goals that I keep in front of me, and I know by March 31st, this is when I want to achieve them. So what I want to challenge you to do is write a date down as to whatever you say you're going to do. Write it down, write a detailed description about how you're going to do it in your process, evaluate if it's working, and then make sure that you're backing out the activity that you need to do and the behaviors you need to do by the date that you said, I am going to achieve it. And then go tell somebody. You know, I don't think you need an accountability coach because you're an adult, right? But you need to make sure that you're accountable to yourself. And by putting a date down, sharing it with other people, you're going to put some leverage on yourself. And I guarantee that you will accomplish your goals if you put a date with it, or you'll accomplish more of them. Can't guarantee you anything. It's up to you. But once again, no date, no goal. Don't tell me you have a goal because you have a wish, you have a dream, you have a hope if you don't have a date with it. So no date, no goal. So starting from today on, again, I want you to contact me, eric@empowermentgroup.com. Let me know what your goals are. Let me know what your date you're going to accomplish it. I'll send you an email back to remind you. Again, set the date that you're going to achieve your goals. I hope you got inspired today. I hope this moves you into action to set those dates, accomplish your goals. It's Eric Taylor, Inspiration into Action, and I'll see you next week at a specific date and time.